Hey everyone, welcome back to our Thanksgiving. See you next Thursday. I am Willow of Pixie Retreats.
And I'm Tree.
And today we're just going to talk a little bit about these 3 steps to getting what you want. And then Teresa's going to launch into a rampage of appreciation because this just really goes along with what it is I'm going to talk about.
And it's going to be off the cuff.
Yeah, so no practicing or anything. We're just sitting here saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and we hope that you're able to look back at this last year and really give thanks for all the beauty that's come into your life and all the amazing lessons that you've learned and everything that's coming to you now. So this really cool guy that we listened to called Neville Goddard, he's no longer alive, but he was one of the thought leaders that his time frame was the going into the 20th century. So I'm not really sure when he passed. I think it might have been in the 70s, maybe even the 80s. And he was really also into Florence Scovel Shinn, who was his predecessor. But they really talked about the law of attraction and manifestation, the law of vibration, the law of assumption, basically all of the universal laws and how to use them. And this really cool one that we just have been listening to and reading about, you can go and get his books. They're amazing. Anyways, it's like how to manifest what you want in 3 days. And it starts with the first day. So it's like the initiation. So the steps are basically the initiation, the transition, and then the acceptance. So in the initiation, we are directing what it is we want. So for me, I want our YouTube to have 1,000 subscribers. So, I would start with basically stating how I already have those 1,000 subscribers, and that I want to hit 1,000. Once we hit 1,000, I believe the floodgates will open. So if you can help us with that, I would love it. Subscribe, please. Anyway, the initiation is basically creating the directive. So like I just said, I want 1,000 subscribers plus, 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 plus.
Plus 0,000.
Exactly. 1 million. I want 1 million, but I'm happy to begin with 1,000. And then the second is that transition. So this is basically when we are creating that bridge from the directive, the initiation, to the transition, which is the bridge, to basically the third day, which is acceptance, which is basically putting things out there in an assumptive way, as if it's already. So you basically, it's all about feeling, and it's all about racing to the end. So basically, what it is we want, we race to the end and act as if it already is.
We feel it.
We feel it. So yeah, do you want to launch?
And you genuinely feel it.
Yeah, it's
a genuine feeling.
Yeah, it's so a lot of times it really begins, it has to begin in the first part of the day. When we wake, we're in that still sleepy state, which is, I believe we're still a little bit in alpha at that point. So beta, alpha, theta, delta. Delta is when we're asleep. Theta is when we're basically kind of in a hypnotic state. And what did I say? Alpha is that state when we're kind of like in between sleep and wake. So that's the perfect time. Say you get up, you go to the bathroom, come back, get back into bed for a few minutes, and just lay there and think about, and maybe even say aloud.
Don't check your phone.
Don't check your phone. Don't look at your computer. This is that time where you just give yourself 5 minutes to yourself.
Setting an intention.
And you set that intention for the day, what it is you want to accomplish in that day. And and then as well, when you hop in the shower and you're getting dressed and you're in your mirror, talk about these things to yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself and say what it is you want.
When you're driving in the car and you look crazy, you're talking
to yourself. Everybody looks crazy anymore because everybody's got earbuds in, or they're talking to people through their car.
When you're going to bed at night too, that's a really important time as well to set that intention for
the following day,
and as well as when you're sleeping, because I really believe, and I know for a fact, that our dream state is super powerful. And I really believe that my dream state it's almost more than my
waking state,
my alive state. Like my dream state I love my dream state. It's so good, and it's informative. And what else were you going to say about that?
About what?
About what's next.
Oh, then you spend the rest of the day. This is really all about self-talk, because the way that we talk about ourselves to ourselves is what we're bringing towards us. It's what we're bringing.
Future.
It does. It's like, so if you want to get out of the past where everything is known, it's already done, it's a done deal. Your past doesn't need you, your future does. So you start talking to yourself in the morning about directing what it is you want, that initiative process of directing the day. Then you spend the middle part of the day. A lot of us have to go back and autocorrect a lot. Like, sometimes I'll do something and I don't do it right, and I'll be like, oh, that was so dumb, Willow. And it's like, no, it wasn't dumb. It was me learning something new. It was me stepping into something. It was me maybe needing to do something a second time. But there's nothing dumb about me, and there's nothing dumb about you. And so we just need to consistently remind ourselves of our greatness, of our power, of our beauty, of our smarts, of our savvy, of all of the things that we actually are.
Well, don't you think that oftentimes, I know with you, I second guess myself. I want to say something that's about a shortcoming or of myself, or a doubt that I'm feeling, or a worry, and I stop myself and I don't share it, because all that's doing is setting into work the pathway to create that same lack mentality that I really don't want anyway.
And if you get, I'm not going to crazy start quoting the Bible, but I am going to a little bit. It says, in the beginning there was the Word. Our words are magic. Our words are powerful. Our words create our future.
Our words are bond.
Our words are our bond. It's really true. Our words are our wand. It's really, really important that every single thing that you state about yourself, that I state about myself, is what I want to see. And so in that last phase, in the last phase, which is the phase of acceptance, it's got to be assumptive. It's got to be, we've already hit that end result that we want, and we're already there. Even if you look around yourself and you don't see, like maybe you got up and you said, I want to see $100,000 in my bank account. Well, if you start talking in these ways, you get up and you start directing yourself like, okay, what would bring us maybe $100,000? Maybe it's a better job. So we say, I am so stoked to be an executive vice president, or I am so stoked to be the president of a company. I am so stoked to be the CEO. I bring so much value to this company. I bring so much value to the people that work with me. I love the team that I direct. The team I direct loves working with me. Just really talking about these things in a very assumptive manner, as if it already is. And watch, it will be.
I love being an entrepreneur.
That's amazing.
I love creating my own schedule. And I was going to say, your words matter, but it's really your feelings that matter the most. And we've talked about this a lot. Your feelings.
But sometimes we have to just start with the words so that we can begin to train ourselves into believing these things. Because if you don't believe it, who else is going to? If you don't believe that you are the bomb.com, who else is going to believe that?
So it's a 3-day,
you've got to believe it.
It's a 3-day practice of constantly shifting your thought.
Yes, it's constantly. It's like the initiation, the transition, and the acceptance. And those 3 things need to be done throughout the day, all day. and just keep it going. And it's not like you have to like say stuff out loud. You can be silently affirming yourself. Silently affirming yourself. It's very good to write things down. It's very good to say things out loud. It's really, really great to look at yourself in the mirror and do it. And I will say that can be a real challenge. I've got this super cool Louise Hay book that's called I Love My Body. And it's 30 days of affirmations about all the different body parts. And I have to admit that when I do it, it's like, sometimes it's really challenging to look at myself in the mirror, especially when I'm talking about certain body parts that, sorry, the dogs next door are going off. They must have just gotten home from work. But it's
the
like,
dogs came in from work.
Yeah, no, their mom and dad just got home from work, I think. But anyways, so just to constantly be reaffirming to yourself, looking at yourself when you're doing it, writing things down. Maybe you get up and before you leave, you write down 10 times what that goal is, what it is. And then you just keep moving through the day. And whenever you find yourself slipping backwards and maybe saying something that isn't beneficial to your future that you want, that you just autocorrect. Don't beat yourself up. Just autocorrect. We all do this. We all do it. So I think, Teresa, you should do the Rampage.
It's time for a rampage of appreciation for a new year ahead and for the amazing life that we live. And I'm just going to speak very freely. I don't really have anything planned. And I do this pretty often because this is a Abraham Hicks practice. It's called a rampage of appreciation.
It helps you to get into a good feeling state.
Like, how do we get into the vibration of source energy,
of infinite intelligence, of God of nature,
power.
Of whatever source, whatever you want to call it.
How do we get into that frequency? How do we get into that?
Because you are part of it.
I am that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I state everything I'm appreciative for. So here we go. I'm appreciative for this beautiful day, this mild, gorgeous, sunny, lovely day with the dogs barking in the background. I'm appreciative to be in a space where I'm co-creating with the universe. I'm appreciative for all the beautiful food that I have to eat. I'm appreciative for my health. I'm appreciative for my well-being. I'm appreciative for these practices that I've learned over time to improve my well-being. I'm appreciative to live in a nice, cozy home that we own. I'm appreciative to have a beautiful existence that gives me the freedom to live in the way that I really desire. I'm appreciative for all of my practices of well-being, including physical, yoga, exercise activities, meditation, especially the food piece. I'm appreciative of my purpose. I love what I do. I love the work that I do. I love being an entrepreneur. I love sharing my work with others. I love empowering others to live their best life. I know that I'm in alignment with myself. I know that I'm here to do the greater work. I am in alignment with my purpose. I am here to share with others how to uplift themselves. I am so appreciative for the forgiveness that I have within myself for all my perceived shortcomings, and I'm so appreciative of all the forgiveness I have of others for what I might think are their shortcomings. I appreciate everyone for what they bring to the table. I'm so appreciative to have gas in my car, food in my refrigerator, all this beautiful food that we made to share with friends for Thanksgiving in Savannah. We've made so much gorgeous food. I'm so appreciative to be able to share with others what we love to share and create. I'm so appreciative to be improving physically from my car accident. I'm so appreciative for my glowy skin and my upbeat attitude. I'm so appreciative for the wonderful sleep that I have and the beautiful dreams that I have almost every single night. I'm so appreciative for my physicality and my strength. I'm so appreciative for my inner knowingness and my compassion. I'm so appreciative to be a giving, loving, empathetic, sharing person that wants to give back to humanity. I'm so appreciative to look at the brighter side of things. I'm so appreciative to be capable of giving to others in the ways that I would like to give or I would like to receive. I'm so appreciative for the trees and the wind and the flowers and the smells and the blue skies and the rain and the clouds and all of it. I love my life. I love my body. I'm a beautiful human. I'm so thankful to be here on this earth and to feel all the feels. I'm so appreciative for all the ups and the downs and the highs and the lows and the sideways and all of it, because it gives me that perspective that I need to grow. And I'm so appreciative that I'm constantly growing and learning and sharing and caring. I'm so appreciative for my friendships and my relationships and my family and your family and all the people that I meet in this world. And I'm so appreciative for all the different viewpoints that we all have. It teaches me to be a better human and to be more empathetic to others. I'm so appreciative, gosh, I could go on and on and on, for all the tools that I have. Not only just manual stuff, but just like internal tools to be better, to be bigger. I'm so appreciative that I'm here to learn and to grow and to always evolve and to share. And I'm so appreciative that I have a big heart and a big brain and a big mind and a beautiful body. I'm sure that I've already said it. And, you know, I'm so appreciative to everyone that's watching our YouTube. And
thank you, everybody.
For this practice that we have of sharing on YouTube, because everything leads to the next. I'm so appreciative of knowing that I have angels that are surrounding me, that are guiding me and supporting me and watching over me and constantly leading me into my next, that none of my work is for naught, that everything that I'm doing is a stepping stone to the next. And even if I feel like it is something that I'm not proud of within myself, that I know that I am constantly able to rewrite my future and to continually to take the better road every single day. You know, I'm constantly forgiven, you know, and like that's the higher power, and I'm so appreciative that I'm tapped into that knowingness. It makes me feel emotional that I have the support, not only here on this plane, but in the ethers. And so thank you everyone that's been in my world, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. Like I take the good from every single lesson that I've learned, and I use it to improve, to self-improve. And so I'm really appreciative for my path. And even though it hasn't always been easy, it's been worthy. And I'm really appreciative to learn the value of self-worth. I think I should stop because I'm going to start to cry.
It's okay, but you know, you can see it's like once you get going, it's like it just one thing leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next, and it really can bring about these feelings that help us get to the next thing that it is we desire. So these kinds of rampages of appreciation are really, really powerful. I mean, it nearly brought Teresa to tears.
It did.
And it really made me smile the whole time. I love it when she does these rampages of appreciation. It's like you can just keep going and going and going and going, because
just focusing on all the things that you're appreciative for, because appreciation is even a stronger word than gratitude. And
it says that something that you already, that what it is you're appreciative of, you already have it. It already exists. Whereas gratitude has a teeny bit of a lack to it. Appreciation is a better word. It's a more solid word.
I mean, I do this when I'm lying in bed at night, in the morning, when I'm driving in the car, if I'm feeling low, which, trust me, I do feel low many times throughout the day, depending on the day. Every day is different, and we're all human. But it's a practice that I do to uplift myself so that I can be a better person, not only for myself first, but for everyone else that I encounter. So I'm really appreciative for all the smiles that I get every time I go out anywhere, and I, just smile at people and they smile back to you, and it's genuine, and I love that. And so I'm really appreciative for the kindness in the world that we have, because there's so much kindness in the midst of a lot of turmoil. And so if I focus on on that, every day feels better for me.
It's really true.
Yeah. So
Thanks
that was,
for doing that. I really appreciated your rampage of appreciation.
It's kind of embarrassing, but you know what? It's just a practice, and like anything, every practice gets better over time. And I highly encourage the rampage of appreciation. You don't have to do it for anyone, just do it for yourself, because it's so powerful to remind yourself of all of the really good things that are happening in your life. And I wish that you all have a really beautiful holiday, however you celebrate it, whatever it means to you. If it doesn't mean anything, I just hope you have a beautiful day, and that you're surrounded by people that you love and care about. And if you're not surrounded by them, that you reach out to them. In this world, I'm really appreciative of this world where we can reach out to anyone around the world. It's not like when I was younger where we had to, pay all these 1-800 or whatever it was. We had to pay all these collect calls. We can do it now through WhatsApp. We can reach out to people. I'm really appreciative to my sisters, especially in Italia, Jasmine, that reaches out to me constantly, and we connect through WhatsApp, through social media. We can connect to each other across the world, and it just means everything. So thank you.
So we're going to call it now. So happy holiday to everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. If you liked this video, please do hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and share. We are actively trying to get to 1,000 plus. So if you could help us out, we would really appreciate it. And you can go and check out our channel. We've got a lot of free stuff on the channel, a lot of amazing recipes on this channel that will give you glowy, beautiful skin and a better attitude and a better feeling within yourself. And if you have a good feeling within yourself, then everything else is going to come that much more easily, because that's how it begins, is by feeling good. Whatever it takes to feel good that doesn't hurt anybody else, get out there and do it.
And also, if you don't hear from people that you love, or maybe you want to connect with people that you love, but you still know you love them, sometimes that's good enough. I love you. I haven't talked to you in a while. My heart's with you. Thanks for being connected to me, and wish you the very best. Get you some.
Yeah, thank you. Get you some and have a beautiful day. Peace out, everyone.